2 good hours. Thank you for joining. Happy Tuesday. How are you doing? Thank you. Thank you for joining. Happy good Tuesday. Let me know how you are doing, and I'm going to appreciate. Thank you, good people, for joining. Happy good Tuesday. How are you doing, good people? How are you doing? How are you doing today? How are you doing today, guys? How are you doing today? Sagal, hi too. Thank you so good. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this platform. With a lot of love, let me know where you are joining from, guys, and I'm going to appreciate. Thank you, guys, for 1K subscribers. So, guys, if you haven't subscribed and you'd love to be part of this platform, kindly, guys, let's subscribe, and I'm going to appreciate, guys. Sagal, hi too. How are you doing today, Sagal? How are you doing today? Thank you too, with a lot of love. How are you doing today, and where are you joining from? Thank you so much for joining and being part of this live, guys. So good night too, with a lot of love. Have good dreams. Thank you so much. Des, hi too. How are you doing? Bye. But okay. Nayan, hi too. How are you doing today, Nayan? I'm fine. Okay, I'm doing good. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the love. Thank you so much for the love. Welcome to this platform, guys. Feel at home. Feel at home, guys. This is your #1 YouTube channel, guys, where we Kaka Timurima. How are you, Christopher Otiati? Niko sawa kabisa. How are you, Christopher? Uko aje? Chris, how are you? Christopher is saying hi with Swahili. You know that Swahili language. That's Swahili language. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Christopher Otiati, you love Timurima. Christopher Otiati, you love Team Mlima. You love Team Mlima. Niko poa, hope you are good. I'm good, Chris. I'm doing very fine. Ukoaje, Chris? Where are you joining from, Chris? Where are you joining from, Chris? Me, I'm joining from Nairobi, Kenya, guys. East Africa. This is Kenya, guys. This is Kenya, guys. And I'm doing very, very fine. I'm doing very, very fine. I'm in South Africa for studies. Oh, that's so amazing. How is SA? How is SA, Chris? How is SA? Thank you so much for joining all the way from South Africa. Oh, I'm happy for you. What are you studying, Chris? Or what are you majoring? What are you majoring on, Chris? Oh, that's so amazing. All the way from South Africa. Which university? Pretoria University. Oh, Karen, let me just said. Sorry for that. Aki, I forgot, Karen. Let me just said. So I just go to web WhatsApp here. Oh, sorry. Sorry, Karen, for that. Oh, we had a deal with Karen, but unfortunately, guys, I did forget. Sorry so much, Karen. Sorry. Let me just send it as fast as possible. You never alerted me, Karen. So me, virtually, I forgot. But let me, because the laptop is here, let me just say that. Otherwise, Karen, how are you doing today? How are you doing today? Yesterday I was a little bit busy. That's the reason why probably never, I never remembered. But at least for now. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Let's like the live. And I'm going to appreciate. I'm good. What about you? I'm doing fine, Colin. I'm doing so fine. I'm doing good. Let it complete. It's completing to load the mails, and then from there now I can send. So sorry for that. Me, I just forgot. Yesterday was a little bit busy, so yesterday I couldn't remember anything, and even today I was a little bit busy. But at least now I'm good. At least now I'm doing fine. I'm good. What about you? I'm doing fine. Karen, how is your Tuesday, and everyone else? How are you feeling on this good Tuesday? I understand, yeah. At times, life just, we are here, we are there, we are everywhere, and that's part of life. But the most fundamental thing is always to, to keep the track going on. Christopher Otiati. Christopher was here and he told me that he is in South Africa. Unfortunately, he is gone. I think he has left or something of sort. Oh, Karen, it has not been that good. Oh. What's the problem now, Karen? What's the issue? Otherwise, guys, if you are here and you haven't subscribed to this platform, you can also support my sister Karen Jepkirui. That's our platform. Kindly, guys, do so, and I'm going to appreciate. Karen, what's up, Karen? What's up? Let me type. Hello, brother. This is Uzal. How are you, Uzal? How are you doing today? How are you doing? today, Uzal? How are you doing today? On my side, I'm fine. I'm doing good. I'm doing amazing. And thank you so much for joining and supporting this live. How are you doing today, Uzal? And where are you joining from, Uzal? And where are you joining from, Uzal? I agree. I agree. Yeah, we are somewhere, we are somewhere cornered. Yeah, I agree. Those days of the month, I understand. I understand, my sister. I understand. Friend, yes. Talk to me, Uzal. Talk to me. Talk to me, and thank you so much with a lot of love for joining. And don't forget to subscribe. Uzal, don't forget to subscribe. And I'm going to appreciate. I'm going to appreciate. I'm going to appreciate. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Uzal. Where are you joining from? Where are you joining from? It's good for another woman to date a younger man. Oh, is it good for another woman to date a younger man? Me, I think it's okay. I think it's okay because if the younger man probably have decided that they are matching with the older woman, So where is the problem? Where is the problem? Thank you for supporting. Thank you for supporting. And Karen has raised a very critical question. Is it good for another woman to date a younger man? Is it good for another woman to date a younger man? Me, I think it's okay. Uh, as long as me, I believe as long as your dreams and aspirations are working together, or you have the same dreams, you have the same goals, and at the end of the day you can vibe. For me, I think it's good. Like when a woman is 28 and the guy is 24. Yeah. We always say that age is just a number. Age is just a number. But beyond age being a number, I think it's all about the chemistry between the two. The chemistry between the two. It's very, very instrumental. So if they are vibing, and Karen, check the message. I have said hi. Let me say hi. So check the message. If that message, you can see my hi message, then now I can start. I can start sending them. Me, Karen, I think it's okay. I think for me, I have no problem. For me, I think I have no problem as long as they are vibing, and maybe they have the same goals, maybe they have the same vision and aspirations. For me, I think it's good to go. They are good to go. Though it's all about maybe if their chemistry is working. There are some guys that have really, they have there are some guys who are very young, and maybe they love older women, and at the end of the day you can see that their chemistry is kind of relating, or it's working together. You just find them maybe at one point getting married. You know, I think you even have celebs and even have politicians that have really focused on getting to older women, like President Macron of France. I think, yeah, he was very young when she married her wife, and her wife was already a granny. And today, even today, I think they are still together. So for me, I see no issue as long as the chemistry is working together. Yeah. However, I also believe that beyond marrying maybe that older woman, first of all, you should always, younger men should always ask themselves some questions. For instance, do I need to get some children? If so, then I always believe that there is an age limit. There are some people who are more specific in terms of getting kids, in terms of maybe getting a younger woman, and a younger, energetic woman, and probably they have, they just want to see their generation. For those ones, I would not champion them. Okay, I'm saying more. Okay, let me just say more. I'm going to say more. Yeah, I can already see the message popping up. So for younger men to marry older women, it's all about the goal. If your goal is not maybe probably to get some kids, if the goal probably is not to get some kids, then I think that one can never work. But in terms of the entire chemistry being okay, I think that's where now we should start. If the chemistry is there, no, Karen, I think it won't work. It has worked for some. It has worked for some. So for me, I think it can. For me, I think it can. For me, I think it can. I think it can. Because we have seen some of the guys getting married to older women, and at the end of the day, life continues. Like I was saying about President Macron, the president of France. She's married to an older woman, and even today, I think they are still together. And for them, it's not all about maybe, it's not all about this younger man, now the Macron, being opportunistic to the older woman. No, because he has money, he is the president, and he has exposed to very young girl. But at the end of the day, he chose the older woman. So for me, I think it can work. For me, I think it can work. I feel 24-year guy needs to explore more. There are some guys who are even 20s and they have explored more than 50 years guy. It's all it's not all about exploration. What is there about to explore? Nothing more. Because you see, you are getting a very young guy, but at the end of the day, he has explored a lot of issues. Crabbing, drinking, going to music, going to dance each and every day. And the guy is probably 18 to 22, but the guy is all over. The guy is all over. So I think in terms of exploration, if a 24-year-old guy has made the decision that he really wants to get to a sugar mommy, or maybe a lady who is a little bit older than him, I think for me, as long as the chemistry is working, as long as the as long as you have the same goals, then I think it's okay. For instance, we have a certain media, a media personality, who is a little bit old. I think she is in that is. Okay, see you. Okay. Yeah, for Kansime, it never worked. Not for all. Not for all. Not for all it can work. But we have some that are very successful. I was like talking about Macron. He is the president. He has a lot of finances. He has every exposure. He can get any kind of a raid that he desires. But at the end of the day, he decided, to get married to a older woman. And that is it. Even today, they are together. So for me, it's not all about age. It's all about the dreams and aspirations. But like I was just saying, there are some of the factors that probably one has to consider, especially maybe if you are a young man and you really want to get that old lady, or you want to get into the relationship with the old lady. One, for instance, if you want to be a father, and maybe that lady is a little bit older, and probably she cannot conceive, then I think for me that relationship can never work. But there are others who maybe their goals is not all about getting kids, it's not all about it's not all about maybe building a family from scratch. It's all about one's aspirations, it's all about one's dreams, it's all about one's goals. So I think for me, I think it can work. Another woman can help you grow financially. Of course, they have a lot of experience. Some of them have really worked for their property. Like when you talk about, it's just the same way like we say a young lady with an old man. The so-called the sponsors. The sponsors already have their property, but you are this young naive girl, maybe from campus, and you just maybe find yourself in a relationship with another man. Okay, so you are after getting children. Of course, me, I would love to have my own generation, so I would probably not go for another woman, because for me, I would love, once I exist, I exit from this earth, then my generation can take over and continue with what I was doing. Yeah, for me, I think having kids, for me, it's a priority. Yeah, having 2 kids for me is a very good priority, because at the end of the day, I don't just want to exist at this point, then after a while, then I'm gone. Then what was my purpose? So for me, my first purpose is all about having my family and raising my family, and understanding that there are some gradual struggles that I have to face each and every day, especially as a family man. And I think one of the ways in which you can feel the pinch, as the family man, is all about raising kids. So for me, the core values of the family are very important in terms of raising kids, in terms maybe of seeing one old kid and seeing maybe a 30-year-old boy or a girl that I have raised as a father. For me, that one is a very important component in life. So, but as I was saying, there are others who maybe their priority is not all about getting kids. Maybe for them, nikipata mwanamke important, mimi napita na yeye. Okay, maybe it all depends. It all depends. That's the reason why I have said maybe there are some guys who maybe on their side is not all about getting kids. But for me, I would really love to have a kid or two, And at the end of the day, as I undergo each and every struggle, I appreciate that I raised this kid. Now he is a man, or he is a lady, and for me, I just feel proud as a father. So for me, having kids is very, very important. Having kids for me is very, very important. But the others who are even artists, we have some artists, we have some politicians, we have all sorts of all sorts of guys who, for them, maybe having kids is not so important. So for you, Karen, why an important man? Why an important man? Don't you want to have some other kids? Don't you want do you want to don't you want to add some other kids? Hmm? Why don't you want to add some other kids, Carlin? If you have 2 to 3 kids, then you just feel okay. I don't know the feeling, but for me it's such a good feeling. For me is one of the best feeling. For me is one of the best feeling. For me, I would really love to have these kids. Me having kids is not that important. Okay, yeah, that's the reason why I was saying we have some guys, maybe for them having kids is not so important, but for me, I cherish and I love kids. That's now the difference. I cherish and I love having kids. Yeah, I don't want to have more children. Okay, now I can understand. For me, I would really love to see my maybe one boy and one girl, or maybe those kids grow, and then at the end of the day, I would really feel proud as a father, that I did something, or I was in the course of nurturing someone from being a child to being an adult and seeing their progress in life. For me, that one would really, make my day. Would really, make a very good day, especially when I am old. Yeah, especially when I'm old, and especially when now, when my energy is already drained, that I can no longer work. But having kids and seeing them maybe progress in life, that one would really matter to me. But I would feel at least I have one. Okay. Yeah, I agree. But I think for me having kids is not the ultimate goal, but for me is such a good feeling. For me is such a good feeling. Yeah. And you should, he is very lucky. He is very lucky that, you are there. So you should always, always make him proud to feel that, I have the best mom on the world. I think when we come to kids, the way they are being nurtured by their mom, it really matters a lot. It really matters a lot. Like the way I am today, I always remember my mom each and every day. When I'm doing something, I just call her, how are you doing? But I never used to do that to my dad, so I was not so often. And it's not all. I think there is a chemistry, a very big bond that kids tend to form with their mother, uh, unlike with their father. Me, I don't know how it works. I don't know how it works. But for the girl child, I think they have very strong attachment to their father. But now when it comes to the boy child, like just like the way I am saying, uh, he can even go to a he oh, he can even go a day without me. Oh, yeah, I think for boy child, they really rely on their mother. Even going a day without him, for most of them, it really makes their day dull. It really makes their day dull. But for the girl child, their father, I think, is everything. So, I don't know. But kids are good, Karen. Kids are very good. But sometimes he's always with me and he doesn't want to leave me. Yeah, that's now the motherly love. The motherly love is very important. The motherly love. Boys feel so attached to their mother, unlike uh, to their fathers. Boy child, boy child. But sometimes he's always with me and he doesn't want to. Ni wagani wanasubua Karen? Ni wagani wanasubua? The boys. Yeah, of course, boys lazima wakusubue wakiwa wadogo, and then when you get older, oh, there is no one can look after you like your own boy. They really understand how to, how to handle their mom. Even as even as we, while we are growing up, we used to do a lot of this. very nasty things, very very nasty things about our mom. But yeah, I agree, boys. At some point, they really emerge to be very nasty. But once they grow up as older men, once they grow up as young, energetic men, the first person they really remember is all about their mom. Unaweza kuwa tu tumekaa chini, unashtuka umekuweka kofi. That's their nature. That's their nature. That's our nature as boys. But once we grow old, we really want to go back to our mothers. We really want to go back and take care of our mothers. That's how we as boys we operate. We really want to go back. We nurture our mothers. We really want to solve their problems when they grow old, and they just feel, wow, this is the son that I have been, that I have struggled with. That's our nature as boys. Of course, boys are a little bit naughty, uh, but you see, once they get, to that age, then it becomes easier for them to recognize that, their mothers have been very, very instrumental in their lives. Yeah, of course, of course. When they grow old, boys always think about their mom. Yes, sir. Uh-huh.
Nimecreatea kwa nini yangu?
Kwa simu.
Kwa simu. Nimekosea.
Si unazitoa kwa hard disk hadi kwa simu? Umekosea aje kama umecreate kwa simu?
Nimefanya hivi. Yani sijapeleka storage ziende hapa kwa hard disk. Nazitoa kwa simu niweke kwa hard disk.
Sasa unaenda tu unaiduga.
Sasa mama hata kama hakuna net, yeye bora hard disk inafanya kazi, mtu hata msumbua. Nimeget. Hii kitabu alikuletea kitabu. Nataka counter books kama hizi. Hiyo.
Na anafanya Equity wananiletea.
Sisi kuletea unibariki na moja.
Itabidi.
Akikuletea so di surprise na moja.
Ni sawa, ngoja niende niulize. Huwa zinakaa frequently niulize. Ile time yenye nitapatiwa ingine kudonitie.
Jola. Ile kitabu kikuwa church pale ukiandika notes pale.
Inakuwa sawa.
Inakuwa bula. Si kuandikia kasuku kwa.
Manzi.
Una degrade God wako.
God anakuwa degraded.
Andika aje notes zake kwa kasuku bana. Unakumbuka hiyo kitabu ile? Kuna kitabu ilikuwa mbaya na ilikuwa kasuku. Ukiandika na pen inaandikia pages 5.
Ushakuwa monetized bado kidogo.
Uko live. Okay.
YouTube naikiaga uko live. Hiyo kasuku nao huwa nini? Huwa haileti shangwe. Ina move
iko sawa.
Ngoja basi zimove kabisa. so that you can register. Yes. Okay, see you. Karen, oh, sorry for that. Sorry for that. I had a guy who he had come to inquire something, but tumebakisha how many hours? Oh. Yeah, I have some good hours to go, Karen. I have some good hours. Like 700 hours. You have 700 hours. 700 hours to go. A lot of hours, yeah? Me, even I don't know what happened. I had like just 5 hours, 500 hours that I was looking for, and then with time it started dropping. Don't know what is not happening. But with time, I'm very hopeful that I'll be able to, to get the hours, and then from there, I'll be able to monetize. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Welcome guys. Welcome guys. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for joining. Karen, I think now I'm done. If you are here, I think now I'm done. I have sent you all the necessary information. I think now I have sent you all the necessary information that you may require. So Karen, if you are here, I think now I have sent you all the necessary information that you require. Kindly try and do the necessary, and we see how things are going to turn out to be. Yes. Yeah, that's very tired, but things are good, guys.